Within your course content list, you may also find links to quizzes that your instructor intends for you to take. You can also click on the quizzes links in the navigation bar to access all the quizzes in your course. From the content area, the link will usually have an icon that looks like a page with a question mark. To access the quiz, click on the quiz name. You will be taken to the quiz details page, which has important information about the quiz, such as the start and end dates and times, the availability, the number of attempts that you're allowed, the number that you've already completed. Lastly, you'll see instructions that the instructor has given specific to this quiz. When you are ready, you can click the Start Quiz button to open the quiz itself. You'll be given a confirmation screen to make sure that you're ready to start the quiz. If you are, click the OK button. This is the interface for the quiz tool. You'll see the name of the quiz along the top, the estimated time length, your name, and which attempt it is. Along the left side, you'll see a list of all the questions and pages and a legend to identify your status in the quiz. This quiz only has 5 questions, and you can see that none of them are saved yet. At the very bottom is a quiz status, which shows the current status of the quiz. In this case, quiz started means we've started the quiz. In the main frame, you'll see the actual quiz itself, including any notes, instructions, and then the questions themselves. Each question will have its own Save dialog box and may include the point value. Question 2 is a multiple choice question. You can pick your answer from the multiple choices by clicking the radio button next to the answer. Then click the Save button, and it will save your answer to the server. It is important to save after every question so that all of your answers get saved in case there's an interruption to your internet connection. If you're reviewing your answers, you can change an answer to a question by checking the new answer and clicking Save, and it will update. Another type of question is the paragraph answer question. You'll have a question and then a field in which you can compose your answer. If you don't like the size of this window, you can click the full screen to make a bigger window. You can also use the HTML editor to format your text like you would in a word processor. To avoid losing any work, click the Save button occasionally to save your progress to the server. Before you save a paragraph question, it's a good idea to run the spell checker to look for any mistakes. Click on the spell checker button in the editor bar. It will identify misspellings based on its built-in dictionary and highlight them for your review. The first one is criticism, and you can click Replace Once to have it automatically replace the spelling. In this case, it did not guess the correct spelling of appreciated, so you need to enter something manually and click Replace. If you're happy with your changes, click the Apply button at the bottom. When you're done with your answer, click the Save button. Another type of question you may encounter requires that you enter an equation into the answer field. There's a built-in equation editor that you'll see when you start to answer the question. In this question, we're going to replace the text with the equation. To access the equation editor, click on the Advanced tab on the editor, then scroll to the equation editor icon. This will bring up a dialog box for the equation editor. By default, it will load a Java applet that will be used as a graphical interface for entering your equation. You may encounter security errors related to the Java applet. Make sure you are not blocking the Java applet so the equation editor can load. Make sure you give your equation a title. You can choose a different type of equation editor, which we'll go over in a minute. The graphical editor allows you to type in characters as you would on a keyboard and insert symbols from a list. Once you've completed the equation, click the Insert button and you'll be taken back to the question with the placeholder for the equation. If you need to edit the equation, select it and click the equation editor to bring the editor back up. To preview your answer, click on the preview icon on the bottom of the HTML editor. Once you've completed all of the questions, you can click the Save All Responses button and it will send all of your current selections back to the server. When you're done, click on Go to Submit Quiz. You'll be taken to a quiz confirmation screen just to make sure you're ready to submit the quiz. Click the Submit Quiz button and you'll get one more chance just to confirm that you're ready to submit the quiz. If you are ready, click the Yes, Submit Quiz button. This will complete your quiz attempt. Depending on how the quiz is set up, you may immediately see feedback from your quiz, including right answers and wrong answers. In this case, you can see where I got a correct answer and where I picked an incorrect answer. In this case, I picked the wrong answer, and it identifies that B was the correct answer. When you're done viewing your attempt, you can scroll to the bottom where you'll see the final score, as well as a close button. In many courses, you won't be able to see the results of the quiz until after the availability period has ended and the instructor has graded the quizzes. If you would like to see your quiz submissions and attempts, click on the quizzes link in the navigation bar. Then you'll be taken to a list of all the quizzes available, and you'll see how many attempts you've taken of those available. To get information on your own submissions, click on the action menu next to the quiz name and choose Submissions. Here you'll see individual attempt scores for the intro quiz. Attempt 1, I have a score of 3 out of 5. If your instructor has released the results to you, you can click on the attempt name and it will bring up a copy of your quiz. You can actually review the questions, the correct answers, and your response at this point. To return to the quiz tool, click on the quizzes link in the navigation bar.